We realize that a lot of our customers prefer handling dry products. So because of that, we have developed many water dispersible or WG formulations, such as Heritage, which is an extruded WG. The formulation ingredients that are used in WGs are different than those that are used in the comparable flowable that may have the same active ingredient. So for example, if we compare Barricade 4FL to Barricade 65WG, even though they both contain brodiamine, there is not a single ingredient in common between those two formulations. A very well-designed, high-performance WG should disperse very quickly and very readily in water, as we'll demonstrate with Heritage. As you can see, very quickly those granules start to disintegrate and break apart into the fundamental particle size of the active ingredient. It's very important that you mill that active ingredient to a smaller particle size. As those particles come out of synthesis, they can be fairly large, up to a few millimeters in diameter. So they would very quickly clog your nozzles. They would also settle out very fast in your spray tank or have very poor suspensibility. So you have to grind the AI to reduce its particle size. This is also very important because particle size can impact biological efficacy or even safety depending on the active ingredient. Syngenta's line of MAX products are formulations that we would call microemulsifiable concentrates. They were designed to form microemulsions upon a dilution in water. This is a very different and newer technology than emulsifiable concentrates, or ECs, which is an older technology. ECs are really better suited for field crop use because they use very inexpensive ingredients, particularly the solvents, which are petroleum-based, can have a lot of odor associated with them. Not really ideal for turf grass. They also behave very differently upon a dilution in water. So if we compare the two formulations, first we will look at Bannermax and compare that to an emulsifiable concentrate. So as you can see, the formulations look very different when added to water. The EC formulation looks very milky and cloudy, whereas the MAX formulation is extremely clear. And that's reflecting the difference in the droplet size. The droplets formed from the EC are much larger than those formed from the MAX product. And there are a lot of benefits to that. A formulation like an EC, this emulsion will eventually break and separate out, whereas the very finely dispersed droplets from the MAX formulation are going to remain stable in the spray tank. It's also important to realize that the technology that goes into the MAX products was designed especially for turf. The older EC formulations often use petroleum distillate type solvents. They're very inexpensive, but unfortunately they have a lot of odor associated with them and have a greater potential to cause phytotoxicity. That's the great advantage of the MAX line of products, almost no odor and low potential to cause phytotoxicity.